हम लोग एक टीम एज अ टीम खेलेंगे और अच्छी परफॉर्मेंस देंगे।
और टीम में कोई चेंजेस हैं?
दो चेंज हमारे खावर भाई हैं आए हैं और साथ में जोशिन आए हैं और इमरान और याग्निक बाहर हैं दोनों।
चलिए, ऑल द बेस्ट, डू वेल।
थैंक यू।
Right, so the news is that Ruwi Rangers have won the toss, and interestingly, they have decided to bowl first.
Ruby Rangers winning the toss, and they said they're going to bowl first. And sure, they use the word interestingly because many skippers, be it under lights or be it without lights, when the natural sun is bright and shiny, people are using the toss. People are winning the toss and saying we're going to bat first. Ruby Rangers, however, have elected to bowl. And very soon, Ruby Rangers will take the field as well. Out come the two umpires. That white, shiny leather ball. That's going to get some serious stonking. That's what it usually does in D10, doesn't it? And Suhas Vedam alongside me, Mr. Ashok Purohit. Very warm welcome, sir.
Very good evening, Suhas. Yes, we have seen some massive hits across the park. Some excellent bowling in the previous match. Fawad Ali picking up 4, 3 in 1. And some excellent, superb hitting. 5 sixes in a row. So it's been a total cricket all around. So hoping for the third match of the day to have some fireworks as well as some good bowling.
Out come the two openers. Looks like it's going to be Sachin Jagra under the lead. Sachin Jagra opening the batting today. Along with Khabar Ali. Khabar Ali needs to be amongst runs. Let's have a look at what the sides are that the teams have decided to sport on the field today. Darsait Titans, Amanpreet Singh Sira, Arjun Rajesh Kumar, Chaitra Jesh Thanki gets another game, Chaminda Lakmal, Ikram Sadat, Joshin Binson, Khabar Ali, Khurram Khan, Sachin Kumar Jagra, Ubaidullah and Zishan Maqsood.
Ruwi Rangers, Gustav Berger coming back into the side. Hanan Riznain, Hasnain Ali, Imran Alam, Jiten Kumar Ramanandi, Mohammad Usmani, the wicketkeeper, Mohammad Rafi, Naseem Mohammad Kushi, the captain, Sanut Ibrahim, Shafaqatullah and Wasim Ali. Ruwi Rangers won the toss and elected to bowl.
And we are not very far away from the first ball, let me tell you that. Khabar Ali has come out to bat. Today Khurram's not batted up and come out to bat right away. It's going to be Sachin Jagra. Khabar Ali 144.4, the strike rate. There are no questions about his strike rate, of course. The question is he in form or no?
Not yet. He would be looking to score some runs over here. And this youngster Sachin Jagra has scored 30, hasn't scored many. 107.14 is the strike rate. He would be also looking for some quick and big runs.
Oh yes, they want to capitalize on the first 2 overs there. That's it, Titans. They've given the free hand to Sachin Jagra is what I would assume. Otherwise, there is no reason that I could find for a change in the top order. They're sticking with Khabar Ali because they understand this man might be out of form, but all it takes for him to be back in form is one good innings, and they would really believe this is the day that Khabar Ali gets going. Might be late in the tournament, of course, but still would do a world of good to them. Economy 8.75 for Hasnain Ali, and as he's suggesting, might swing the ball, and when he swings the ball tailing into the right-hander at the last moment, usually there are no answers for the righty, as it's a perfect Yorker. The field that he's got for Khabar Ali is man at point, man at cover point perhaps. No, he's going slightly in front. Probably he'll land up at covers. There's extra cover in place, mid-off in place. That's the offside field for you. Man at third man as well. Mid-on, mid-wicket. Fine legs inside the circle, and there is a deep square leg in place. First ball, Hasnain to Khabar. Poor delivery, that'll run away. Didn't have to wait much to see the first boundary. Hasnain Ali misses his mark. There was a poor line, and Khabar just helping it along its way. 4 collected.
Yes, that's not a bad, good ball to start with. Hasnain straying down the leg, and easy pickings for Khabar Ali. Just flicked it fine, and those are good 4 runs to start the innings. Hasnain has been doing well in the power play, but this one straying down the leg side. Khabar Ali would be confident after the easy runs in the first ball.
Oh, much better from Hasnain. It's so good to watch, isn't it? Oh, that isn't good to watch. It's Khalid Kale, and that might even go for 4. Good work by Sanut Ibrahim. That was well played. That'll give him some confidence. They've come back for the second run, of course. Darsait Titans and cover will be back on strike. Presents a straight bat.
Yes, indeed. Good looking stroke, and Khalid Gill just misses it completely, allowing the batters to steal the second.
Yeah, we've seen brilliance on the field and some sloppiness on the field in a matter of 4 seconds.
Exactly. Sanu doing well to stop that.
This should be taken. This should be catch practice. And it is. Hasnain will finally celebrate. 6 of the first 2. The third one's lobbed up straight in the air. An easy take. Darsait Titans have lost their first wicket, and I'm afraid that Khabar Ali's poor form continues.
A good bouncer, short ball, not in the line of the ball. Khabar goes for the pull, top edges it, and it's good catch there taken by Ikram. Khabar Ali's dismal run continues, out for just 6.
Then it's 6 for 1.
Hasnain having a good smile on his face.
That's like new batsman 75, 75. 3 balls, right arm over.
Khurram Khan, who comes
White
to open
ball.
the innings, is one down. That's a wide ball from Hasnain after picking up the wicket. Darsait Titans 7 for 1.
Yeah, Khurram Khan's the new man in, but he'll be at the non-strikers end because as the catch was completed, the batters had crossed. And mind you, the rule changes apply after October.
Yes, quite true. Interesting. Good change.
Thank you.
Otherwise, it would have been Khurram facing,
Halfway.
isn't
ball.
it?
Quite true. Hasnain coming back.
Hasnain
After the
swinging
wide
the
click.
ball, but he's not finding the right line.
He is trying to bowl on the middle and leg. This time he bowls. Much better delivery. Well played by Sachin towards the third man. Just a single there.
Let's have a look at the wicket again. Short ball,
One leg.
miscued it. Khabar Ali and knew immediately that he has to walk back to the pavilion. Imran's not dropping those. Those are simple and as simple as they come. Sachin's opened the account though.
2 balls.
Poor shot
Right arm over.
selection by Khabar Ali. Such an experienced bat out for 6 of 3 balls. With the experience he has, Khabar Ali could have avoided going for that shot. There was never a shot like that for the short ball on the off stump.
He had the height, he backed himself. Sometimes when you're not in form, you find the edge more than the middle. This is cheeky from Hasnain. He was playing kabaddi with Khurram. Almost trying to stop him from going for the second run, but was all a part of camaraderie.
Good camaraderie between the rival teams, Hasnain and Khurram, having a good laugh.
It's always good to see this when things end in smile, isn't it? He's always running for the first one, immediately called for 2. Sachin wasn't interested, and then Hasnain saying, hang on, your partner is not running. Are you still sure that you want to go for the second?
Last ball of the over.
Got him! The off stumps flying. This is one of the best deliveries we've seen in the entire tournament. The off stick slightly slanted, and that's enough to send Sachin Jagra back to the pavilion. Oh, what a delivery.
Peach of a delivery. One of the best balls we have seen in the tournament. That's a bowler's dream. Absolutely stunning delivery. Coming in sharply. Beats the batsman all and numb. Sachin Jagra had no clue of that ball. Misses the line and the wicket. Back in the dugout for just 1 run. Bowled Hasnain. Darsait Titans 9 for 2 after over number 1.
Zishan Maqsood's come out to bat. And yet again, the Darsait Titans are looking up to Zishan Maqsood to bail them out of this situation. 2 early wickets for just 9 runs on the board. Rufi will roll his arm over from Oman LNGN. What a time to come in and bowl where you've applied the pressure on the opposition.
Starting middle.
8.6 the economy for him. He's picked up 3 wickets into his 4th game.
What's important for him now, he needs to pick up wickets to give the team a consolidation of the 2 wickets that Hasnain has picked up in the previous over.
He's got 5 men inside the circle on the off for Khurram. That's because of the angle with which he's bowling. Oh, that was close, so close to the off stick. What a delivery from Rufi. A peach of a delivery from Hasnain to get rid of Jagra. Now Rufi has started off in the best possible manner. What's happening to the pacers of Ruwi Rangers? What are they eating?
He just took a leaf out of Hasnain, almost a similar one, and this one swung back. And Khurram was beaten all ends up. This was a terrific delivery. Came back sharply. Rufi almost doing a repeat of what Hasnain had done.
Zishan Maqsood's in the middle now, strike rate of 200. Might even take a bit of time to get going because the situation demands him to do so. What a delivery. What a delivery from Rufi. When you run in and you want a perfect delivery. Now this was Hasnain, of course. Sachin Jagra playing down the wrong line ever so slightly, the ball evading the outside edge and hitting timber. That was a peach of a delivery indeed. And then Rufi comes in first ball and ruffles some feathers.
Coming in. Much better ball again. Beats Zishan Maqsood. Goes for a wild heave. Outside the off. Misses it completely. Some terrific swing bowling and pace bowling from both the opening bowlers of Ruwi Rangers.
That is Naeem Bhai, and I think he's got a ball in the back pocket.
He's pocketed a ball.
Yeah, he's pocketed a ball. I'll tell you what, if he stands in that region and he continues to bat this way, Zishan, then Naeem Bhai can definitely pocket more balls. That is a beautiful shot to get off the mark.
An exquisite try. Exquisite. One of the best we have seen so far. What timing he had. Saw the ball quick and that's dispatched over the cover boundary.
Zishan Maqsood, he has started off as if he's been batting there for ages. What a cracking hit. But it's important for the Darsait Titans that it is not a flash in the pan and he continues. Oh, once again, this time finds the fielder. He's such a good cutter of the ball.
Yes, and he times the ball beautifully. All the experience, that's the smile he has after that good looking shot. So he's timing the ball very well. He would be looking for the runs. This is the boundary.
Now this was the last delivery, of course. Hits Wasim Ali, stand-in skipper. Oh, this was there to be hit, of course, but in the bowler's defense, there was a fielder exactly for that shot. Zishan's in no mood of toying with this bowling by hitting him. Hitting him slowly, he wants to pounce on the ball. Zishan gets another boundary in the most authoritative of ways. 2 gone, 18 for 2.
Change in bowling. New bowler. Left arm over. Starting legs, sir. This leg. Middle.
Dinner time. Fans enjoying cricket along with some delicious meals. They're having a close eye on the bat and the ball as well as what's there in the tray they have.
What's there on the menu?
Absolutely.
No, I'm asking you.
Some chicken.
Knowing well that I will not indulge. You came up with chicken 9.88 for Jiten Ramanandi. And it's going to be the nagging length. Coming over the wicket for the righty, as he always does. And the kids' corner. The conversations over here are completely different. I'm definitely sure it's not about cricket, but they've now realized they're on air. All of them together.
What innocent smiles. That makes your evening.
Very good delivery. Now Khurram's going to face this day in and day out. Now this is the last ball of the last over that had an appointment with the boundary rope. Could that have been stopped is a debate for another day. Was that hit hard? Absolutely yes.
It almost carried to the fielder there. Maybe a drop chance.
You can't blame bad bounce on that occasion because I really feel he could have stopped that ball had he put his body completely behind. It just sneaked through. Such
Could
a
have
good
been a
cricketer.
catch.
Khurram will have to leave this one. Lets this one go. 2 runs added to the tally. Jiten will have to re-bowl.
Jiten Kumar Ramanandi string down the leg side. Concedes a run as well as a wide ball. Has to bowl again. Jiten
Next one.
would be hoping to...
Now for the left-hander back on strike, Jiten Kumar. The offside is he's got a man at third man's inside the circle, man at point. Man at extra cover, sweeper in place. That's the offside field for you. Fine legs inside the circle as well. 3 men on the boundary rope on the leg side. Top edge, and the edge will carry for 4. Sometimes when you're not in form, edges do work. Sometimes when you're in form, edges work better.
Lucky boundary for Khurram. Didn't get the meat of the bat, but lucky runs. Jishan, beg your pardon.
Fabulous. Now Zishan not in the most convincing way, but collects a boundary nonetheless. Jiten Kumar Ramanandi has been a little off. Would he consider this as an opportunity created though? Because this was never a chance for third man inside the circle. He's got protection of 3 men in the deep. He could have sacrificed one of them for a third man more conventional. And at the deep, in the deep. Rather than one slightly wider. This time of course it went straight to short third man.
A dot
Jiten.
ball after a boundary. Jiten Kumar needs to come up with better line. Jishan Maksud looks to be in good nick, having scored 12 of 7. Couple of lucky edges, getting those boundaries.
Now, third man back where he belongs. Very conventional third man, not a short third man. That's the change. And he's brought one of the fielders on the leg side. That's mid-wicket. Deep mid-wicket turns mid-wicket. Zishan suddenly not middling the ball, and it's not the first instance. Jitu has been really, really good with the way he started this over, barring one poor delivery.
Yes, he has been impressive. Not conceded many boundaries, just a single boundary. Khurram on strike. Khurram is known to play some explosive strokes. Whether he would be able to do and put Darsait Titans set up a big score has to be seen. Jiten Kumar having a look at his field.
Jitu, I really feel, will again target the off stump and around off stump, the angle with which he wants the ball to leave the righty. Khurram wants a quick single, will get it. He almost had to evade the bowler who was nonchalantly walking to get back to his run up.
That's good running between the wickets between Khurram and Jishan Maksud. Sensible batting.
Now, one is to take a quick single, and it's quite another to evade the bowler as well. But he's got to be careful of where exactly he's running The umpire will have a keen eye on whether he's landing on the danger area. There are different routes that you could take to cover the 22 yards. Do not use the danger area, suggests the umpire. 3 overs gone, 26 for 2.
राना रुकता हूँ
Both the batters opening in the dugout, Khawar Ali and Sachin, victims of Hasnain Ali. Khawar going out for 6, Sachin for 1, 26 for 2.
Khurram Zishan, two experienced campaigners, again asked to bail their team out of a situation. 26 for 2 with some consolidation in 3 overs.
easy
Zishan's a quick runner between the wickets as well. Now will be on strike. This righty-lefty combination has to continue for a while if the Darsait Titans are aiming over 100.
And that's the reason why they are relying on singles. Changing of ends. Jishan. Leg side for Jishan Maqsood for Rafi. Offside has got a third man. A long off. Extra cover. Deep cover there.
There's a man at mid-wicket now. And the long off is very wide. Long on is also equally wide. That means mid-wicket comes in. Hasnain drops as a very wide third man. Zishan Maqsood wanted to put some bat on it. Wide ball signalled.
Erring in line there. Rafi conceded 9 runs in the first over. Jishan batting on 13. Would be looking for some big hits. Has got the experience. Darsait Titans not able to score runs at will. 28 for 2.
Oh, he's got quick hands. He's got swift hands, but fielder in the deep will cut it off. Only a single, so that's the game now. It's either a single or a boundary. When you hit that so well, you tend to hit it in the gap, is what you at least expect to hit it in the gap. Rafi has been impressive.
Quite a good hit there, but didn't fetch the runs they wanted. Just a single. Rafi keeping it tight. Bowling to a plan.
Swing and a miss. Did he get a bit of bat on it though?
Yes, he did. It's lucky to stay at the crease. He would have played on. Khurram almost played it on. Here's the reason. So lucky he was. Almost missed the off stump. Smart wicket keeping there by Usmani. Managed to the ball. This is a better delivery, but the batters quickly run for a single. Rafi coming in from Oman LNG end. Bowls a wide ball. Wide of the crease. Jishan Maqsood going for an expansive drive. Misses it. Darsait Titans 30 for 2. Last ball of the fourth over coming up.
Well, it was something that he's been practicing for a while there, Rafi. To land it in the match situation, you've got to be very skillful. Rafi's done exactly that. It's a good over, barring that wide.
Excellent over.
Much better this time as well. Ending the over. The last ball requires that extra push from the bowler. Really good over indeed from Rafi. 4 overs gone, 31 for 2.
Four and a half.
Three bowlers used so far. Hasnain, the pick of the bowlers, 2 for 9. Mohammad Rafi, 2 overs, 13 runs. Good economy of 6.50. Jiten Kumar Ramnandi, 1 for 8.
Sanat Ibrahim. Very successful, 9.6 to the economy. He's already got a hat trick. Those 9 wickets. Out of those, 3 came on the trot.
Change in bowling. Let him around.
And a very good captain as well. A captain who thinks on his feet. Sanat Ibrahim. Bowls very quickly as well. Gets through his overs very quickly, Sanat Ibrahim. And the trademark sit up too. There's so much to watch out when he's bowling.
A wily bowler, Sanat Ibrahim, has been the architect of many victories for his team in the Premier Division. Intelligent bowling is often his trademark. Doesn't give much of a flight, keeps it straight, faster trajectory. This time Khurram dances down the pitch and hammers it into the stands. Beautiful hitting. Read the ball very well, and that's a much needed 6.
Good shot indeed. Read the length early and also was absolutely clear that he wants to attack the first half of the over. Otherwise, Sanat will start to dictate terms.
Yes, that was the plan. Read the length early, got into the position and hit it straight into the stands.
This time wants the single. Eventually complete. He's done well here. Khurram targeted the second ball of the over, then picked up a single as well. That makes it 8 of the first 3. Not letting Sanat Ibrahim settle down might have been a plan in the team discussion as well.
Quite true. Jishan, the left-hander batter, now coming to face Sanat Ibrahim. He'll have to change his line. Much better ball from Sanat. Single day. Darsait Titans 39 for 2. With the single, they make it 40 for 2.
With 2 early wickets, I thought Darsait Titans were rocked, but now they're coming back into the game. 4.4, 40 for 2.
Yes, quite true.
This time it's Khurram again. Will pick up a single. Naseem Khushi fielding in the deep. I'm very concerned about Naseem Khushi not keeping wickets. Not that Usmani hasn't done well. He's a tremendous keeper himself. That's Kalimullah in the middle, enjoying a nice warm cup of tea, discussing cricket with Nadeem. But my question to you would be, we'll talk about it when the next over progresses, or we'll probably toss it to the other commentators to discuss the same question. 5 overs gone, 42 for 2. Five overs gone, 42 for 2. Wasim will roll his arm over now. Wasim Ali, the stand-in skipper. Change in voices. We've got Mikhail Vasmani coming in the com box. And you share it with Shoaib Ahmed.
Thank you very much, Suhas. Wasim Ali standing in as skipper. Another very fine talent in the ranks of Oman cricket. Darsait Titans have lost 2 wickets, but with the captain in the middle, or should I say the Oman cricket captain in the middle, and the experienced Khurram Khan, They'll be eyeing somewhere close to or above 100. That was Quaker shuffling in the crease. For a second it looked like he checked his shot. He was eyeing something in front of the wicket and then looked to play it square. That one went with the arm. Intentions being made very clear here by Zishan Maqsood. Shot and wide again, gives that wide slash. Misses it. It's the pace that's disturbing him. Good evening, Shoaib Ahmed.
Good evening, Mikhail. After that early jolt for the Darsait Titans, a small but very important partnership in progress. Zishan and Khurram, the two experienced batters out there, trying to salvage the situation.
Goes big this time. It was in the offing and he takes full measures for that. You can see it. He was eyeing something, was not quite getting to the pitch of the ball. This one was a lot more fuller. And Zishan Maqsood went on his knee and powered it over mid-wicket.
Brilliant shot from Zishan. It was in the slot and he's made full use of it. They'll need a lot more of these if they want to get to a decent total against a very strong Ruwi Rangers. Mind you, the Darsait Titans are languishing at the bottom of the table. Ruwi Rangers are comfortably placed in the top two. So this competition, this contest is between the two teams who have had contrasting results going their way. They find the ball and we'll have action to begin pretty soon.
Wasim Ali bowled very good deliveries that first and second of his, but this time it was a lot more fuller and in that zone as well for him to tee off. Just like the way he picked the length and went on his left knee, just plundered that over the mid-wicket region. Very good shot by Zishan. Once again in the slot, looked like he was getting underneath this one as well. Very much an opportunity for back-to-back sixes there for Zishan.
Yes, he'll be disappointed with that shot. Mr. Veenu, manager of Ruwi Rangers. Happy man.
Why not? Both his teams are in the top four at the moment. He should be all smiles. Darsait Titans, can they finish on a high? They've settled for the wooden spoon, yes. But can they play? This time it's Khurram Khan. Between the two fielders, he bisects them and gets 4. So 6 in the over, followed by a 4 from the bat of Khurram Khan. And Darsait Titans are showing how much experience can come and bail them out of trouble.
Oh yes, this has been a very important partnership. They crossed the 50-run mark with that boundary from the bat of Khurram. It was placed in the gap and they've taken some time for themselves and have started to tee off now.
Pressure. Just straying down the line this time. They'll settle for a single. Some bat on that. Not really. It's a leg by being signalled. That was bowled with the arm. So a very good productive over coming. 11 off it. 6 gone. It's 54 for 2.
Automatic 9th over में अभी 7th over चलो guys इमरान point
6 overs gone, 4 more to go, and Sanut, who's given away 11 runs in his first over, will continue with his sit-ups and his bowling.
As far as the sit-ups are getting them wickets, no problems at all. Very unique bowling action, not action rather, a run up into it. Oh, he's given the charge. He had to make that extra effort to get to the pitch of the ball, plays it inside out. For a second, Khurram Khan's heart would have been in his mouth. Bowled wide of him. Very smart bowling by Sanut. Saw him coming down the track and just pushed it further wide. But very nice of Khurram to get behind it.
Yes, he somehow managed to get bat to ball. Had he missed it, there was an opportunity for the keeper. Amir Kaleem on the left, relaxing in the dugout, in the stands. Again, similar shot, similar intention, but the direction to the ball is towards the short third man region. That's taken the edge, and that will cross the boundary ropes for 4.
The intent was right, the execution was wrong, but the 4 has come by in the process. Another delivery that was bowled quicker, wide of him. Lucky enough to get some bat on that, else it would have been curtains for Khurram Khan. He's living dangerously at the moment. He's just trying to do that extra bit and put the pressure back on Sanut. Good contest brewing. Sanut a touch expensive. You can see third man, backward point and point in place, but the rest in front of the wicket all on the boundary rope. This time an ambitious switch hit, all happening here in the Sanut over.
Yes, Khurram Khan realizing that he needs to target certain bowlers, and Sanat is definitely one of them. Spin bowler doesn't spin too much. Yes, he's very consistent with his line and length, a very smart thinking bowler. But if you have to score runs, you need to target a few bowlers. And that is what Khurram is doing right now.
This is the problem here with Darsait, the depth in the batting. How many more batters can play big innings in a very short period of time? At the moment, it's only up to these two, very recognized, very experienced and very dangerous. But after them, who can take the responsibility? 23 of 15, 26 of 20. It's been a fine partnership.
White ball.
One too many here. Sanut needs to stick to his strengths. He's trying to overread the batter at the moment. But this is what T10 can do.
Low full toss, smacked. That's his favorite zone. And a full toss can be hit anywhere. He decides to go towards the cow corner. Khurram Khan has hit that out of Amerat, and that will be half a dozen more.
15 runs coming off this over. It's been a very costly one. And Darsait Titans have had the opportunity to just cut loose and free their arms. Full. Thank you very much, says Khurram. That's my area of strength. And that's the way I'd like to target and hit this ball as it disappears into, or rather beyond this stadium as well.
Well, that ball is not coming back anytime soon, as both the batters will take a few refreshments. Refreshments in the crowd as well, enjoying some snacks and some high quality cricket as well.
Brothers with their sons. Shoaib, have I got it right?
Well, looks like that. And people are out for a walk as well.
I just like the culture Oman cricket has developed over a period of time. 2 grounds adjacent of each other. Toddlers come and play their cricket. Many people as well come along. Oh, there Mr. Ashok Purohit.
Well, he's calculating the distance.
We all get busy with our mobile phones these days. Okay, then everyone on camera and the smiles as well surface out. Oh, we saw him playing some cricket some time back.
Very good leg spinner, this boy. And has a very good googly as well. He beat Mikhail's bat twice.
Oh yes, I was playing test. I let that go. I'm not a T10 player. Just coming back to the culture, it's a very, very nice little feeling and vibe walking around the Oman Cricket Academy. This time he goes straight, and that is powered and pummeled as well. What a shot. Khurram Khan, when he takes off, he's unstoppable. He just got bat to ball, got underneath that one and hit it as straight as it could get.
Well, back-to-back sixes to end the over. Khurram Khan looking like the dangerous Khurram Khan we all know. 7 overs gone. Darsait Titans 75 for 2. Three more overs to go, and there's a bowling change. Bowling change not possible because it's Wasim who's bowling. His second over starts off with one outside off, fuller delivery. He has got the similar treatment that Sanut was getting. Wasim has been hammered straight down the ground by Zishan this time, and both these experienced campaigners are coming to the fore for Darsait Titans.
The last three deliveries has got them 18 runs, courtesy 3 sixes, 2 from the bat of Khurram in the last over, and now this time from the bat of Zishan. So Darsait Titans are suddenly beginning to explode, and they're dealing in sixes.
This one is a better length outside off. He still wanted to go straight. He should have tried to cut that, Zishan. Look at that. He wanted to play it straight down, but missing it completely.
You can't earn length over here. Zishan is just waiting. He's readying himself for the big hit. Never easy for a left-arm orthodox spinner to be bowling to a left-handed batter. But this is a very fine counter-attack approach made by the Darsait Titans.
Well, this man is a very confident, calm Khalid Kail. He knows he's got his work cut out for the second innings when we'll see him come out and bat for Ruwi Rangers. But right now, the focus is on Khurram Khan.
Quicker this time, playing the wrong length. They'll take a single. This could be close if it's a direct hit. This could be gone as well. This is going to be very close. The direct hit always helps the fielding side, and the percentage of dismissal is close to 100 as well. We'll have to wait and watch the recovery and release of Wasim Ali. Was it quick enough? He's saying he does not know, if I can lip read that. The body language as well, not too sure here by Ruwi Rangers. Is Khurram struggling?
Well, Khurram is still out there, so he is not too sure as well. Let's look at that in the replay. That was never a run. It's a suicidal run to begin with. It's not the last over. Here we go. Well, it looks out to me. And that's out.
Oh yes, he took off from the back foot. That was the biggest disadvantage for Khurram. He was on the back foot when he took off for that run. So he had to make that extra effort. The dive as well was missing. Had he dived and had he thrown his body, this could have been a different story. For the moment, we reckon the red light should be turning on. Anxious moments here for Khurram. And yes, it is. The red light has been turned on, which means Khurram will have to depart. It was a needless run. They were striking the ball well. It was Ruwi Rangers under pressure. But then looked like the senior pro, Zishan, wanted that single, wanted strike, wanted to face the left-arm orthodox spinner, and in the process created this dismissal.
Well, avoiding dot balls, Khurram Khan has run himself out. 35 of 18. And the score is 82 for 3.
आजा इधर जीतू क्या कर रहा है अच्छा
This time it's Zishan once again trying to find that big boundary, not able to get it. Will have to settle for a single. He's taken a liking to Wasim Ali, is striking him well. But a nice partnership broken. You don't like to lose wickets through runouts, particularly in the T10 format. Ubaidullah is the new man and he can play the ball, hit the ball rather big. Another fine talent growing in the ranks of Oman cricket. A strike rate of 152, always acceptable in this format.
What's that? Ball.
That's a very, very good ball to end the over from Wasim. That's what a wicket does to you, gives you immense confidence. 8 overs gone, Darsait Titans 83 for 3.
The problem for Darsait Titans has been the top order, and once again they really not stood the test. It's the middle order of Kuram Khan and Zishan Maqsood that has given them some mettle and some form and taken them to some strength over here in this batting performance of theirs. What a sight. We're seeing the sun setting, we've seen a full moon, we are seeing some big sixes, we are seeing all of it. And this man as well, 2 wickets in his first over, as always, giving a good account of himself with the new ball.
Changing bowling. Let him over.
Oh yes, he's a very dangerous bowler with the new ball in his hand, has the ability to move the ball, and when you are capable to do that, you are always amongst the wickets. Hasnain has given away 9 runs in his first over. 1 more over for him. How many more can he get for himself and for Ruwi Rangers? Left-handed batsman, 2 fielders outside. It's a batting power play. Long on and mid-wicket on the boundary ropes. Starts off with a darting Yorker. No answers to that from Zishan. He just plays it back to the bowler. This is a brilliant start from Hasnain, and it gives you a lot of confidence bowling to the best batter of the opposition. Of course, Zishan Maqsood, the skipper of the Omani national side. So Hasnain has a point to prove here.
Oh yes, he's impressed with the new ball. And he's a captain's bowler. I've always looked at Hasnain like someone who can do the job for the captain. Once again, spot on with that first delivery of his, right underneath the bat.
Well, that's been scooped nicely up and over the keeper's head. And there's no fielder ever positioned in that area. Innovation at its absolute best. Zishan Maqsood, I beg your pardon, has got another 4.
Oh yes, you cannot set a field for this. Now, this was a full delivery and he made full use of it. And he didn't give any kind of indication. Played it very late. And that's been the high point of this particular shot of his. Zishan Maqsood looking very dangerous in the middle, enjoying himself. He'll want to get maximum. Hasnain does not like to be dominated. What a contest on the cards.
4 balls. Let him around.
Oh, another Yorker delivery. Again going for a cheeky shot there, Zishan. But missing it completely into the hands of Usmani, the keeper. Will be a dot ball.
This could have easily brushed or knocked that off stump as well. The face of the bat as well was not in the right position for him to play. In 2 minds. But Hasnain, despite that 4, has still looked very good.
I think he was trying to use not the front of the bat, but the back of the bat to play that shot. Slower delivery, played up in the air, and what just happened there? Fielder standing beside the ball and allowing it to pass through him. I think he's lost sight of the ball. Yes, that's the signal, but doesn't matter, doesn't count. 4 will be added to the total.
It's not easy if the lights are at you, and it can actually blind you as well. Till the very end, he thought he had it behind, but then completely lost the ball under the lights, and clearly stating that as well. Not much can be done, says the fielder. The bowler is a little disturbed with the way things happened. The batter, on the way back, was all smiles.
42, Zishan, of just 28 deliveries. 8 runs short of 50. Slower and cut and played in the gap. Third man point inside the circle, and that means 4 more.
Tell you what, this is turning out to be a costly over. Now 3 4s have come in this over. Despite 2 dot balls, it was a slower delivery, but look at the placement. Just slashed hard at it and placed it beautifully between third man and backward point. Zishan is playing a gem of an innings in the middle. I like the way he's accelerated. 1 ball to go. Can he cap it off with another big hit?
Tries the Yorker, but he's got hold of it. It will clear the boundary. So an expensive over from Hasnain. A brilliant batting performance from Zishan. He gets to his 50. This is a magnificent batting performance. A masterclass on how to bat under pressure. And no one better than the experienced Zishan Maqsood. Gets to his 50. 9 overs gone. 6 more balls to go in this innings. Darsait Titans are 99 for 3. Jiten Kumar Ramanandi to bowl the last over. Ubaid to take strike. First ball has been cut towards point. Chase for the fielder. Won't get there in time. And that's 4 more. So a good start to an over, which promises to be an exciting one. 4 more added to the total. 100 on the board. Crosses the 100 mark. 103 on the board.
That was full and wide. The invitation was there, and Ubaidullah just got some bat on it towards backward point. It was never going to be cut off because the ball had enough legs to get to the boundary. He starts with the 4, pressure on him at the moment. Jiten Kumar will have to keep things tight because Darsait will be eyeing something over, or rather in excess of 120. This time slower delivery. You could see the fingers rolling on it. Change of pace, and that's what he brings to the table. Very wily, smart customer here.
That's a good ball. A slower delivery. We've seen a lot of bowlers bowl slower deliveries, but they lose their consistency when it comes to line and length. But Jiten Kumar Ramanandi is very consistent.
Oh yes, he disguises the slow delivery very well. It's very hard to pick. Now Zishan Maqsood has played a very fine and a sublime innings. A strike rate of 166. He's got to 50 of 30. 7 fours, 2 sixes. He has 4 more deliveries to finish things off. He's looking dangerous and he wants to end on a high. Slow this time. He's not got enough bat on it. Fielder coming underneath. This should be a simple catch. And it's taken as well by Shafqat in the deep. That's the end of Zishan. He had to go for it. Gets a pat from the bowler. But that's a very fine innings that comes to an end. And a very good catch taken under lights.
Well, that is good field placement as well. Jiten Kumar has got that fielder specifically for this shot. That was wide. And you see an extra cover fielder on the boundary ropes. That's exactly where the ball went. A good catch completed by Shafqat. And that's the end of a very good innings. Under pressure, fine innings from Zishan Maqsood. 50 of 31 deliveries. Darsait Titans are 104 for 4.
Final 3 deliveries left in the Darsait Titans innings. Ramanandi, after conceding a 4, has come back well. In the slot once again, that's been picked up and that will go the distance as well. A flat 6 towards the long on region. Ubaidullah is bringing in a little bit of excitement here in the dugout as well. Confirmation. Azad Kyar signals a 4. For most part of it, it looked like as if it sailed over the ropes.
Jiten Kumar under pressure. Another fuller delivery, played straight down the ground. This time it's in the gap towards the long off fielder. A chase for him. Diving effort. Won't be able to stop the ball. It's Hanan. And that means runs galore for Darsait Titans in this last over.
Oh yes, 2 fuller this time again. And Ubaid, who's striking it well, once again placed it wide of the long off fielder. That was the key over here. It was towards the extra cover region. This time a slower delivery and he's castled him as well. You can expect these kind of deliveries from Jitu.
Well, Jiten Kumar will have the last laugh and the bragging rights. Yes, he's been taken for runs, but that's a common scenario when it comes to D10. The batters will come out and try and attack you, but you need to keep taking wickets. Jiten Kumar has done that on a consistent basis. Darsait Titans will feel they've done well, and so will Ruwi Rangers. It's a score that both teams will feel comfortable defending and chasing. But right now, Darsait Titans have managed to score 112 for the loss of 5 wickets. The key man there was Zishan Maqsood, 50 of 31. Khurram Khan giving good support, 35 of 18. Ubaidullah coming in and hitting a few boundaries, getting his personal score to 12 of just 6. And 112 for 5 is what they've managed to score. Bowling, well, 5 bowlers have been used. Jiten Kumar Ramanandi was the pick of the bowlers, taking 2 wickets in his allotted 2 overs and giving 20 runs. Hasnan Ali was brilliant with the ball in the first over, but was taken for some runs by Zishan Maqsood, and he gave away 25 runs in his allotted 2. 112 for 5 is the final score. That's Khawar Ali, another failure for him. He's been very, very off colour in this Pancode D10. Sachin Kumar Jagra was promoted up the order but couldn't do much. Zishan Maqsood came in and built and stitched a partnership with Khurram Khan, and what that did was gave Darsait Titans a respectable total. There were a few lusty blows hit all throughout the park. Khurram Khan was looking dangerous and was dismissed at the right moment.
Yeah, it was the Khurram and Zishan partnership that gave life, and put life rather, into the Darsait Titans innings. Khurram was looking dangerous, but this moment of madness resulted in his dismissal, a needless run, and he fell short. But then Zishan Maqsood got to his 50, playing some very good hits in the middle. This time though, he found the fielder and finally departed, as a nice catch was taken by Shafkat at deep cover. So just when Zishan was opening up towards the end, he departed, but Ubaidullah came in and gave them that much needed impetus towards the end, but he was castled in the final delivery of their innings as Darsait Titans finished on 1-1-2 in their 10 overs. And this means the Ruwi Rangers have the task cut off. They need 113 runs to win in 10 overs. We'll head into a short break, but when we come back, Ruwi Rangers with their reply.
SkyExchange.net presents fan code Oman D10 match number 23 Ruwi Rangers and Darsait Titans. We're coming to you live from Oman Cricket Academy and we are ready for the reply of Ruwi Rangers. This is what transpired in the first innings. Darsait Titans cover rally 6 of 3. Sachin Kumar Jagra's experiment up top doesn't work. Khurram Khan was very good for his 35. Zishan Maqsood reaching a very well-made half-century of just 31 balls. Ubaidullah providing a good finish, 12 of just 6.
Hasnain Ali picking up 2 for 25. Jiten Kumar Ramanandi 2 for 20.
Yeah, those were the two bowlers amongst wickets today. Out come the two umpires. He's holding it seam up now. Every umpire has his own style indeed.
Ensuring the Pacers pick up the cue.
Alright. Zishan Maqsood, season campaigner, gets a very well made half century, much required for his side to propel towards a score that's called respectable. Oh, these are beautiful shots indeed.
Moon shining bright over the Oman Cricket Academy ground.
It didn't look much different from a cricket ball after 8 overs old. In this format of the game, maybe 6. Out come the two batters. Who have Ruwi Rangers decided to go with as far as opening combination is concerned this time around? Looks like it's going to be Shafqat. And yes, now you tell me, Mr. Ashok, how different is it from the leather ball after 6 overs or 7 overs in this format of the game?
Such a beautiful sight. The ball may not be looking so good, but the moon definitely looks so beautiful.
And wow, that was quite a dissolve indeed. I'll tell you what, the whole PCR is superbly enjoying this. Just the outer focus that he goes looks like a dissolve.
Shafqatullah, right-hand batter, played 6 matches, 87 with a strike rate of 193.